Winslow Homer is celebrated today as a painter of the sea. One of the places he got his sea legs, right here in Gloucester. And that's where the Cape Ann Museum documents his maritime discovery with Homer at the beach. Many an artist has heard the siren call of the sea. For Winslow Homer, it would change his life.
We think of him today principally as a marine painter. Until age 33, though, he had never shown a marine painting.
Until then, Homer had been a well-known illustrator who'd captured the Civil War from the front lines. He was raised in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and was a New Yorker by the time he found the sea as a painter in 1869. He was enchanted, says curator Bill Cross.
The times of day, the times of tide, storms washing in and washing out, the mysterious meeting of land, sea, and sky was alluring to him as it is to us.
We've been able to assemble 51 works by Homer here at the Cape Ann Museum.
Oliver Barker is the director of the Cape Ann Museum in Gloucester, where Homer at the Beach commemorates the 150th anniversary of the artist as a marine painter.
We know he came here on 4 separate occasions, initially to Manchester and then 3 separate occasions to Gloucester, and so it wasn't accidental.
Homer initially sought out the sea up and down the East Coast. In New Jersey, he found heavily populated beaches with crowds in wool bathing costumes like this one. But as he moved north, Homer found vastly different vistas. He discovered industry in a Gloucester shipyard and the solitude of rock-strewn beaches.
He was very inspired by the ordinary people of Gloucester. I think as time went on, he started to show some of the beauty of the surrounding areas. There are these glorious sunsets.
This is the first marine painting Homer ever exhibited, inspired by Singing Beach in Manchester. It went on view in New York, and, says curator Bill Cross, the critics hated it.
He received disdain because he was ahead of his time.
Homer had embarked on his marine painting after a lengthy trip to France, where he was exposed to all that was new in European painting, photography, and Japanese prints, none of which had yet taken hold in America.
Homer was using diffuse light, had little narrative content, and the critics wanted less sketchy paintings. They wanted a work that included figures.
The hostile reviews continued with these 2 works called Low Tide. But here, Homer's response was equally hostile and physical. And I know this is a trick question, but 1 painting or 2?
Both. Homer made his most ambitious painting based on his visits to Long Branch, New Jersey in 1869 and exhibited it to scorn.
Scorn from the critics.
Scorn from the critics. He removed the painting from the exhibition before the exhibition ended and took his own knife to it, dismembered the painting, and turned it into 2 works. Only once before in U.S. history have these 2 paintings been brought together in this way.
Part of the beauty of Homer's works, the light, the glint of the sea, and even a lot of the landscapes are still as they were. Living on 10-Pound Island in Gloucester Harbor, Homer painted some 100 watercolors over one summer. Today, he's known as one of the best watercolorists ever. But he had a profound role model, his mother.
She exhibited her watercolors in New York before he did, and when he exhibited his watercolors for the first time, she was in the same exhibition.
Cross says the 11 years of works in these galleries are tantamount to an artist in a process of self-discovery, one that would result in the most significant works of his career. What makes them the greatest works?
He was discovering these places in himself through the application of 3 essential lessons: travel widely, experiment boldly, and love deeply.